Hi, it's Ms. Moore from the Metuchen Public Library, and I'm here with this week's Take 5. This week, we will be reading from Hope Nation, edited by Rose Brock, YA authors share personal moments of inspiration. You can find it in the card catalog. If you just type in Hope Nation, you'll see here that it is highlighted in green, which means Metuchen owns it. You can click on it and place your hold. I'm going to read from James Dashner. 4-letter words. Hope is a 4-letter word. That's the first thing that popped into my head as I sat down to write. I'm sitting by the ocean in the city of Perth, Western Australia. For a kid who grew up in relatively, my goodness, that word, it means so much in the context of our topic. Humble circumstances in a small town in Georgia. That statement seems outrageous. Australia barely registered as an actual physical place to a kid like that. A kid whose biggest adventures in life consisted of trips to visit grandma in South Carolina. Never, not once, did I dream that someday I might visit Australia, much less go there in the capacity of an author, to sign books for people who have been so nice as to read the stories I wrote. But I'm here. I'm in Australia. By the Indian Ocean, an ocean that I thought might have been made up by rascally explorers after a few drinks on their rickety wooden ship. And tomorrow I'll be signing books for fans in Australia. I know what that sounds like, humble bragging. I hate humble bragging as much as you, and I'm probably guilty. But I have a point. Deep inside me, deep within the hidden compartments of a complicated human being, I have a point that I hope to make to you, the reader. And how appropriate. There's that word again, hope. The 4-letter beast that is ever present above us, flapping its scaly, venomous, gigantic wings, daring us to take flight upon its back, even as its hideous hot breath warns us to stay away. Hope. Here's what I become brutally honest. I'm a white, heterosexual male, raised in the good old US of A by a family that loved me, parents who cared, in a stable home with both heat and air conditioning. I can't remember a single time in my entire existence where I felt true hunger, despite the shameful tendency we have as relatively, that word again, stable Americans to say, I'm starving, when we've gone half a day without a solid processed meal. I've never been beaten. I've never been assaulted in any way. I've never been thrown in jail, deservingly or not. I've never been the victim of even the slightest racial discrimination, and I've surely been the beneficiary of racial preference many times without realizing it. I've never been paid less than someone else because of my gender. I've never had to deal with any kind of gender or sexual orientation discrimination. What's my point? My point is this, that I'm the first to admit I've had an incredibly easy life, especially when compared with the vast majority of others out there in the world. I can't pretend to understand things that I don't understand. I haven't been in the shoes of many of you. I can't ever bring myself to utter the words I understand, because I don't. Life is so sickeningly unfair, and I often wonder why, even feel shame about it. The fact that I was born into the easy life. But I was, and I do try to understand. This I can say with complete honesty. Since becoming published, I've become friends with a much more diverse group of people, and I've met thousands of readers from all over the world. I've learned and grown tremendously as a person from these encounters, and my view of life and all of its inherent cruelties has changed completely. But again, what's my point? Really? Let me keep trying to make one. Stay with me. It's hope. If you'd like to read the rest of it, feel free to check out the book by placing a hold on it and picking it up when you're notified it's ready. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.